start playing Fortnite Battle Royale. Okay, but yo, and if you want to join, still trying it. Without trying this game. Okay, we are trying to hide you today. You might be able to friends after, but not guaranteed. Got him. One else, like. Can everybody please? I need to heal. I can't help him, one else. I can't help him. Some people here again. Yo, can you hear me or can you like your really quiet voice or something again? Quiet voice or something again. I can hear my own voice, yo. Can't find them, but where are they? Down here. There it is, down here. Ah! Shit, man! I took them both down below health. Right, mate, me in. Yay. Yo, try and join us now. What? You're gonna get your gas over. Oh, okay. Johan, you join in. Johan, can you try and join? Okay, yo. What? You're mad, aren't you? Fuck! See, we're 10 years to put it back on, no. Oh, so it automatically starts the game. What do you mean you're joining? How? What? I have 0 wins. No, I'm actually not lying. I got all my skins, but I got 0 wins. Oh my god, my account has been reset. Nah, but if my account actually been reset for wins, I don't really care. I can have a bright start. No! I can do it like a dude. No, I can't hear you because you're on mute. Say hello? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh my god. Yo on. Jamming. What the fuck? Why can I go you? Why is my what? I can hear you loud like. Just connected. Oh shit. So guys, if you comment then I cannot see your comments. For a second anyway. Shit. So, guys, my name is Tom. I can't hear Yayan. Yayan! Now I can hear you river. Yo, Yayan, he's loaded. He's loaded.
Hello everyone.
Okay,
Both you can tell work. There's another way to do it. All right, there we go. So and you can see that all the buttons.
okay. Turn off my controller on this. What the fuck did you just say? That's what I never done that. Shut the fuck up now.
DualShock is put into a folder version. For the first time, it's going to have this pop-up box telling you to install the drivers. So let me just go there real quick and show you where that is. Just go to settings here, go to controller driver setup. So now what I'm going to do, I did this before, I'm going to do it one more time, is install the DS4 driver. If you have Windows 7 or below, now is a good time to install the 360 driver, unless you already installed that before. If you have Windows 8 or 8.1, you already have that, so you don't need to run that step, and you're good to go. And then at this point, all you gotta do is literally just connect a micro USB cable to your DS4 controller, and then your DS4 Windows is gonna show up as a game controller here. It's gonna show up as an Xbox 360 game controller, and you're ready to have a lot of good times with any PC Windows game that supports Xbox 360 game controllers. But the hardest part is always the Bluetooth, and that's what I'm gonna show you right now. So what I'm gonna do is, in the previous video, I showed you guys how to install generic Bluetooth Microsoft drivers for your Bluetooth dongle, so that way it can work properly with your DualShock 4. It's not compatible with the Toshiba Bluetooth driver stack. So if you're curious about that, see the more. So let me show you how to pair the button at the blinking. See that? And guys, Bluetooth devices and go to added device. And now look at the camera, guys. Bluetooth dongle. You're ready to go. So let me show you how to pair it. So you go down here, right-click your Bluetooth devices, and go to added device. And now, look at the camera, guys. I want you to press the PlayStation button and the share button at the same time. And you're going to get like this double blinking. There you go. It's blinking, blinking, blinking. See that? See in the camera? Now you go back to the computer. It's going to say it's a game controller. Awesome. I'm going to go on next. Next thing it's going to do is going to ask you for the pairing code. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be 4 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0. Press next. And it's
or and click on install the DS, and this is our course. So I'm on the control keyboard, the share button. Let's say that's the tab button. See all's on and stuff. All right, let's do the bumpers. The bumper over here to the left, let's say that's gonna be Q. The one over here, let's here to now use the which is S, which is sprint.
Grow your business by accepting credit and debit cards with the new SumUp card reader. No fixed contracts.
Life wasn't hard enough for you. Our connection is white bar big and using an part and get the mention. Steam Big Picture provides you with a little icon next to each game to show you if it's optimized to use with a controller or not. If however you're not using Steam, you're going to need X input software, which is a type of software that tricks Windows into recognizing your gamepad as an Xbox controller so it works properly. Some of these go the extra mile and allows you to gain full control over the start up your SD controller driver. If it doesn't work, I'll provide a link for downloading it in the description. After installing the 360 driver, you should be all set. Now that everything is in place, you can mess around with DS4 Windows. Click on Profile and double click on Default.
Whoa.
So we're in a USB now. That is when PC downloaded it, so that's why it has a little drag and drop installation goes. Like in prior to opening up DS4 Windows, so I'm gonna close that. And just because if it's the first time you've used your controller, sometimes it might have to install some drivers. So just let it sit there if it is doing that. But if you've used it in the past, for some reason I really like to do it this way. I plug it in and then I open up DS4 Windows, and then it just detects it. Okay, so go back to full screen, and some cool features I want to show you guys is, one, it actually shows you a pretty detailed battery information, unlike the PlayStation where it just shows you the little bars. This one actually shows you by percentage, so that's pretty nice. Going up to 70 right there. You can add new profiles, and I'll show you how to make those really quickly. But now I just want to show you guys the color thing. This is what I really like to use, because if I don't want my my light to be blue for some reason, I can change it to green and then just select OK, and my color on my remote control actually turns to green, and then you can really get into it if you press edit. And then it takes you to profiles, so now this is like where you can really start to really get into the controller. Now if you want to make a profile, basically what a profile is like think of it just like a save file for a game. And say for instance, I know a game I used to do this with was Unturned, which is like a zombie game or whatever. It's kind of like in the style of Minecraft sort of. I would use it on there because it didn't have controller support. I'm not sure if it does now, but it didn't at the time, so I would use this and I would just map out all the
Ryan. Ryan. Yay. Ryan. Why the fuck can't I speak in? Why can't I fucking speak?
really settings. But this is really the main stuff right here. You just want to make sure that if this is what you want to do for a game that doesn't actually support, and because the PS4 has this, you can actually add 2 more buttons if you originally couldn't. Actually probably 3 buttons, because yeah, see if you double tap that twice, and in most cases when you use this, like if I put it on I'm moving my mouse around with my PlayStation little touchpad, so that's cool as well. So you just want to save the profile. Before that, don't know why you would still be using that, but for some reason, I don't think it would work on that. But this isn't.
Ryan! 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 Ryan, can you hear me? I can't hear you. You fucked me up my voice chat. Try and fix it now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Please help. Just do what I can do. Whoa. Yeah. Now I can. Now I can. Goodbye. I've got a fucking mic, but I can use your fucking phone. No, like my TV. Speak. Yeah, but like. You sure? You just shot an Yes, yeah, that's my RPG. Yeah. Healables, we're gonna healables. Oh no. Yeah, it's just like when you speak, it's coming out to the TV instead of the remote. No, instead of the like earphones. I don't know. Like a motherfucker. Got him. Where is Compton? If you are Compton, I can't understand. You want someone? Please don't die, yay. Don't die, yay. You know you don't. Oh fuck, you just died. Whatever.